South Africa has reached another boiling point, this time as the result of the crisis involving millions of illegal migrants from the rest of Africa. Activist organizations have set a deadline for the end of this month for government to take serious action or there is a looming threat of violence. Now, to be clear, the organizations themselves do not threaten violence. But if you pay attention to the words of their supporters, those people certainly do. And now I'm seeing large content creators on YouTube and other platforms openly telling their followers to go out and commit violence. Just yesterday, I had a direct interaction with a prominent black South African content creator who has an audience far larger than mine. In a video, he told his followers to go out and make the middle class uncomfortable, saying that everyone in South Africa must feel the pain of illegal migrants. When I asked him to clarify about whether or not he meant violence, his response was simply to say that he said what he said and he would not be able to control how people interpret his words. And this points to a larger issue that has affected South Africa for decades. Black South Africans are always getting angry at the wrong targets. They never address the root cause of their problems, which in 9 times out of 10 is the politicians. Again, I have publicly spoken against open borders, and I do not agree with native South Africans being displaced by foreigners. You can look at my other videos for proof. However, in the case of this content creator openly calling for violence against the middle class just because he's angry, he's doing exactly what the politicians want him to do. Because as soon as ordinary South Africans start engaging in rampant violence, the politicians can crack down and do whatever they want to regain control. This is why South Africa continues to collapse. Black people just thrive on anger and they don't care if their targets are appropriate or not. Because think about it. Let's say because of this guy, this content creator with a large audience, because he tells his followers to go out and attack the middle class, which is basically what he's doing when he says, make them uncomfortable, make them share the pain. If you attack random middle class people who may even agree with your cause, because not every middle class person is in favor of having millions of illegals in this country. But if you attack random middle class people who have nothing to do with the crisis, that solves nothing. It improves nothing. You just feel better because you burned down a building, you hurt someone, you passed on your anger, and nothing changes. This is why I have largely given up trying to communicate with black South Africans, particularly online. They feel justified in their anger, and they feel that any target they choose is acceptable, regardless of whether or not it's actually going to help the situation. Hell, they don't even care if they make the situation worse, just as long as they get to vent their anger. And that's why this country is falling apart.